So I'm here with Coach Rufus Davis of the Pikesville Wildcats. First and foremost, thank you for your time. Can you give us a reason why you're here? We know it's Youth Day, but what brings you down here to Morgan State?
Well, today is an opportunity to introduce our kids to something that they probably don't see every day. Going to one of the historical institutions right here in Baltimore, it's an opportunity for our kids to have an understanding of what this means. Seeing football played at this level that they don't typically see. We see a lot of local high school games and youth games, but seeing it at the collegiate level right here in their own hometown is really good for them.
And I know this is way more than football. I've been a guy who played youth football, walked on to college, and this is about mentorship. So can you express how much you mentor these young men, not on the football field, but also off?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, football is just the vessel, right? We utilize that and try to teach kids to love the sport. It's not all about just football. One of the things that we try to commit to is building community. So building community within our young men so that they grow up with character and understanding, so that we're creating great opportunities for them to give back to our community as they see us doing that right now.
I think that's one of the most important rules, especially growing up in Baltimore. I grew up in Prince George's County, so I know it's kind of hard for young kids to just find the small light in things. So what are areas that not only you but your coaching staff find ways to shine light, not only on the kids but also for the community?
Well, absolutely. So again, I think opportunities like this, being able to come out, I think just being in an atmosphere where you're seeing positive things happen, right? Being around positive people, understanding that, you know, hey, while there are challenges in life, but there are ways to go about them. You know, I'm a firm believer that things don't happen to you, they happen for you, but actually living that and having people see that and see how you respond to whether it's a challenge, whether it's an issue, or whether it's a good thing that's happening for you, understanding how you should respond to things like that. I think we don't give enough examples to our kids, and I think them actually being able to see those things are helpful for them.
And I think that's the greatest thing. But now let's talk about the kids we got behind us. This is your team, so let it run through it. What age division, what group is it, and what's the record?
Yeah, so these are the Pikesville Wildcats 8U. We also known as the Billionaire Boys. Currently 8-0, unscored on, 2 years undefeated. So going into our second season in the playoffs, looking to go towards another state championship. So extremely proud of these young men and what they've done on the field, as well as what they do off the field. All of our kids are A+ students, straight across the board, in their report cards and progress reports so far this season. So that's the part that I take most joy in, understanding that academically they're doing well.
You talk about A+ students, and before anything, even before we get to the high school level, student athlete, that comes first. I want you to talk about how much you emphasize the scholarships and the schooling, because some people may not play football or may not want to keep playing sports. So how much do you emphasize school to these kids?
Well, education is key, right? I mean, the more you know, the more you grow. I mean, I think that's a big part of development. But one of the things that we look at with our players, you got to have knowledge. You have to have a great education. You have to have understanding and be in a position where you know more than just one thing, right? It's great to know football. It's great to have a desire to be involved in a sport, but also being in a position where you really understand, hey, there are other things out there. You know, the jobs for these young men, you know, these are the future leaders of America, probably don't exist yet. You know, when I was a kid, you know, the job that I have now, I didn't know anything about it. You know, I didn't know it existed. So I think that our kids are creative thinkers. I think they have great minds, and I think that they're going to really be special in leading the world in the future.
Well, Coach Davis, I want to wish you the best. I want to say thank you and good luck. Hope you guys continue that 8-0, no touchdowns, no points scored on you. Have a nice one. So I'm here with some of the parents here at Youth Day at Morgan State, and as a parent, I had a mom who was the team mom. She took me to all my practices, all my games. So what does it mean being out here and seeing that Morgan State showing love to the kids today?
It's a great deal. These kids are very excited. It teaches them, you know, different environments instead of being a young man, an older man trying to pursue in football. So it's great.
I know, and it's definitely nice, especially you can have showing them other mentors. So what does that mean? Like you said, giving those kids the exposure. What do you hope to get, or you hope to see these young men become going forward, especially having mentors like Coach Davis, seeing Morgan State's, even just the athletes themselves out here? So what are you in hopes hoping for when these men grow up, and what are they looking to strive to do?
To be responsible and to just be all that they can be, their best self.
And I know that's one of the things we talking about the kids, but I want to talk about the parental side of things. It's a lot. And I've seen it on both sides now, having a nephew, and I have to take him to things. So just tell some of the audience what it's like being a mom and having to take your kid to practice, wash the clothes. Just give us what that looks like.
It's busy Monday through Sunday with coach. So it's very busy, but it's very entertaining, and it gives us something to look forward to. So an investment for the children.
Hey, most definitely. When it comes to celebrating, what type of parent are you when you on game day? Are you the mom that's running up and down the field? Are you the one that got the chair? What type of mom are you?
I am that loud mom. I like to celebrate. I want him to know that we're there to support them. So I am that loud mom.
Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to let you get back to it. Obviously, it's a great day, great environment, so you can continue enjoying yourself. Thank you so much.